Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Desperados of San Antonio taking on the Seattle Seahawks. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
On first down, it's Hernandez. And good space to operate there as he takes his step inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line. Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Black shot. Right, white. 52 blue. Steel, black. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. McDermott. On his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hernandez. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue, 32.
Now a toss left side for Judkins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Oh, they'll let Andrews try to run. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ready up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
That's out quickly to Bateman. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Set. Hut. Red. 38. Claws red.
Operating from the gun. McDermott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Judkins trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. We'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Hernandez. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Slot man moves right. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw again. That's caught. Jack Besh with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. 23 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a San Antonio first down.
They'll run on first down. Hernandez. And manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. To the left side, he finds Teslar. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cycle. Ready. Set.
Back to throw. McDermott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Here we go, set. Need old blue. Blue 32. Set.
Once again, Jumpkins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Set. Hut. Hut.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Evades him at the 20. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 9. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending the play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Down, ready.
Looking to throw. McDermott. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slide.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Come on, set. Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, the tight end. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, San Antonio.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jack Besh from 8 yards out. And the Desperados have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
There's so much for the worry about how they will be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
They'll give up the middle. Judkins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 6 coming up.
6, set, hut. Blue, 32. Drill, green. Green, jack. Ready?
Back to throw. McDermott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Rifle, 3. Come on, set. 60 red.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's completed right side to Palmer. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Down. 43 rails. Snap. Rest. Set.
Looking to throw. McDermott. Able to hit his target land. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This is 1st and 10.
22 needle. Hut.
An inside run with Judkins. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Blue striker. White. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDermott will try and do this himself.
Nice solid game there, partner. But the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Ready. 10 black. Hut. Ready. Go. Ready.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.